Children forced to sleep in local offices because there's nowhere else to go. It's a running crisis in the state of Texas. Too many foster children and not enough foster parents. These are pictures from the Department of Family and Protective Services. They say dozens of children have had to sleep in state office buildings because the agency has nowhere else to place them. These children do not have much when they come in, so Child Protective Services has a stockpile of clothing, a place to shower or take a bath, and of course food. CPS saw an influx of foster children without a placement after several facilities across Texas closed down. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen shows us where the burden is going.
And staff, we have a transitional living program which is working with kids ages 16 and up.
Stacy Bruce, CEO of Austin Children's Shelter, says she received a call from Child Protective Services last week. A handful of foster kids, mostly teenagers, needed a place to sleep. They asked if they could stay in one of their 5 cottages at Rathgaber Village.
It is a little more homey. We certainly prefer that kids have their own rooms, and we do the best we can with that. This is the room of one of our kiddos who's been staying with us for a few days.
The need has been constant for years, but the state closed problem facilities where foster kids stayed across Texas. She describes an emergency and says CPS needs parents to step up.
Ben believed that, only married couples. Well, we would be happy to have single parents, male and female. We also embrace LGBTQIA families who are looking to complete their families or provide services to these kids.
Probably the biggest challenge is not knowing the children's story. You don't know what they've been through. You can only write so much on a piece of paper.
Shalane Kravensky has 2 biological kids and 2 foster kids, a 1-month-old and a 2-year-old. She became a foster parent through the Settlement Home for Children and loves being a mom.
The best part is just knowing that you're that safe place, that you're able to be there and give them the hugs and give them the cuddles and stuff that they need right then and there.
Phil Prazen, KXAN News.
In order to become a foster parent in Texas, you have to apply and be approved by the state as well as a placement agency. We look to see where many of these children are coming from here in Texas, and according to state officials, most of the children who recently spent at least 2 nights in state office buildings came from the Dallas area. 67 children were in and out from December to April. The next biggest group of children came from the Houston area, 42 in the last 5 months. In that same time frame, 18 children came in from the San Antonio area and 7 children came from Austin.